My name is Hugh Lehman. I'm an artist and educator. I live in San Francisco, California. Through a series of coincidences, I moved here on what I thought was going to be a layover. This is the backstory to my art and how I ended up in San Francisco through the winding river of life. Years before coming to San Francisco, as a teenager living in the Caribbean, I thought I would stay there for the rest of my life. However, I started working at the first Spanish restaurant on the island, and I began to meet visiting cruise ship passengers from the Americas and Europe, places I knew nothing about. As I began to meet these people from all over the world, their stories would inspire me on a multi-year journey that would change the direction of my life. Eventually, I found myself in the south of China. I began working my way around the world, taking any job that I could find. Near the river, I learned to draw from how-to books I couldn't read while I was teaching English in the countryside near Guilin. While living in Asia, I became interested in the Middle East. Ultimately, I moved there, becoming fascinated by the dynamic complexities of the region. Through learning about belief systems and the profound power of human-created narratives to explain our reality. One day, as I was sketching at Petra, I met a man who introduced me to the opportunity to live in the desert with incredible hosts, and with that, I began working with his friends in the desert. A chance encounter in the back of a taxi would change the course of my life once again, setting in motion a move to California from the Middle East when a generous host in Silicon Valley allowed me to stay at their house. We had met in the back of that taxi in the south of Jordan. The host began to introduce me to a world of technological advancement in the Bay Area. After finding a job in San Francisco, I moved to the city and into my own apartment for the first time in years, living on what San Franciscans called Skid Row. My first friends were homeless. For years, they inspired my art. Nowadays, I teach art history and technique classes in English and Spanish. My artwork is largely influenced by these experiences. My paintings address advancements in biotechnology and the maintaining of ancient mythology, all pulling from 17th century Dutch masters' profound symbolism within flowers and world-changing exploration, questioning what is natural. Through the symbolism within, these paintings synthesize where we as humans now stand, with our ability to manipulate ourselves through advancements in biotechnology, such as CRISPR, to overcome the nature of our ephemerality, while continuing to possess the prehistoric power to manipulate ourselves through our inner operating systems, such as human creative narrative, woven within ancient belief systems. It's fascinating that we are at the threshold of a new reality, at the confluence of the potential to live forever or eliminate the entire human race.